Hello and welcome back to Graff Woodshop. My name is Josh Graff and today I've got 5 tips for selling your woodworking projects on Facebook Marketplace. The first tip that we're going to talk about today is not just selling on Facebook Marketplace, but also going and joining your local groups. So there's lots of different groups depending on your area as far as like yard sale type groups, buy and sell groups, lots of different things like that. Just go and type in either your county or your city or even the next town over. Type in that with either buy or sell, classifieds, yard sales, garage sales, keywords like that. Find groups like that to join. The majority of my sales actually come from those groups instead of Facebook Marketplace. That might be just dependent on my area. Maybe people in my area are shopping those more than the actual marketplace itself, but that's where the majority of my sales are actually coming from. The nice thing about these groups is when you post to Facebook Marketplace, you can choose to actually post in the groups at the same time. So outside of the time it takes you to join the groups, there's really no additional time needed at all. It's a no-brainer. Just do it. My second tip for selling on Facebook Marketplace is don't let your post go stale. Facebook seems to almost hide your post or at least put them way down in the search after they have been up for a week to 2 weeks. Now you can renew your postings on Facebook Marketplace. They have a nice little renew button, but that only helps and affects the posts in the actual marketplace. It doesn't actually do anything to your post that are in the groups. So what I like to do is I like to go in and just mark my listings as sold and then relist them. Every time I do that, my views go way up and I'm more likely to see sales when I do this. The more often you do this, the better. And for me, it just depends on how busy I am and whether or not I'm really needing a sell right now. If I'm needing to sell some stuff and move some stuff, I'll go in and do that every week to 2. If I'm really busy, got a lot of stuff going on, I'll let my post go and just kind of hang out. But really about every week or so, ending those by marking them as sold and then relisting, that really helps drive sales. Tip number 3 is all about actually making your posting. Now, when you're making your posting, there's 2 things that are really going to be key in selling your product, and that is your title and your pictures. You need a good title so that people can actually search for whatever you're making in case it's what they're looking for, and you need good pictures so that when people are just scrolling through and just browsing, when they see your product, they're going to click on it. When you're taking pictures of your item, take them inside your house, stage them nicely. Don't just take a nasty old picture of it in your shop. Take it in the house, stage it, make it look good. That's really going to help sell your items when people can envision it in their own house. The more pictures, the better. Go ahead and max out the amount of pictures that Facebook will let you use. People really like to look at all the pictures. Go ahead, give them a lot of pictures. Also, make sure that your title is something that people can search for. If you're selling a blanket ladder, for example, you might also add the words quilt rack into it. Extra things like that so that when people are searching for something to hold their blankets on, they're going to be able to find your blanket ladder. The more keywords you can put in that title, the better. Also, putting those down in your description as you're doing a good job of describing your item will really help your items show up better in search. So yeah, take some time, think through your titles, take some great pictures. Those will really help your items sell. My tip number 4 for selling your projects on Facebook Marketplace is sometimes you need to change up the category that your item is listed in. If you've spent much time browsing Facebook Marketplace, you will notice that they keep showing you the same categories over and over each time that you are coming back to the market. Facebook knows what you like to look at and it's going to keep showing you those types of things over and over. So if you've got an item that's listed in bedroom furniture that could also work good in the living room, if you switch that category, it will switch who is seeing that item. So switching up your categories every once in a while on your items can let you get some new eyeballs on your products and more people to see your stuff that haven't seen it before. So switch up those categories every once in a while. Don't go crazy. Don't put your blanket ladder in there as a kid's toy, right? But a lot of things will work in the bedroom or in the living room or even somewhere else. So think about switching up those categories from time to time to get new, fresh eyes on whatever it is you're trying to sell. And my tip number 5 is to switch up when you are ending and relisting your postings. When you end a posting and relist it, it can also show up in the newly listed category on Facebook Marketplace. But if you are doing that every single Monday night, you are going to miss the people that look in that category every Friday night. A lot of people have routines and they check things at the same time all the time. So by switching up when you're renewing your listings at different times throughout the week, changing that up, it's going to help get different eyeballs on your items than if you renew it every single Monday night. So switch that up from time to time, help get some new fresh eyeballs on your items. One thing I left off this list that a lot of people like to do is promoting their listing. I've heard from a lot of people that they've had very good success with promoting their listing, but I've tried that out personally and haven't really seen the success from it. I believe that comes from the majority of people in my area are still buying stuff and still looking for items on the groups instead of on the actual marketplace. When you are promoting on Facebook Marketplace, it is only affecting your listing on the marketplace and not in the groups. And I've seen from my listings that I'm getting a lot more action over in the groups than on the marketplace. So for me, it hasn't been successful. I am going to keep trying it again every probably 6 months or so, just as the markets change and people's habits change, to see if it does become more effective. I suggest you do try that out because I've seen a lot of people say that they've had very good success from it. Also, the very first time I did it, Facebook gave me a $5 credit. So if you haven't done it before, maybe they'll give you that same $5 credit. And then basically you're promoting something for free. So it's worth trying out. If nothing else, go for it, but your mileage may vary on that one. So these have been my 5 top tips for selling on Facebook Marketplace. If you would like to see more videos like this, be sure and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also click that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a new video. But thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.